welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited for today's video because, wait for it, it's another fitness video. We all know I love fitness videos, so I'm not sure if that's just where I want to stay for the whole setup, but I'm just going to set up here for my intro and then I might move somewhere else. So if the background changes, that's why. So in today's video, I just want to address a couple tips and just go over like proper ways to get back into working out and just like what you should do and what you shouldn't do, because trust me, there is better and proper ways to get back into the gym when you have taken a long break off. You never want to rush into it, and for that reason I wanted to just make a YouTube video dedicated on how to properly get back into the gym, because with quarantine and lockdown and all of this, everyone's at a different point with their fitness. Everyone's been doing different stuff with their fitness. Some have been working at home, some haven't, some have been still going to the gym, whether like based off of where you're living. So right now in Alberta, unfortunately, we are now back to stage 1, so all of our gyms just got closed as of yesterday, which is really upsetting. But I still wanted to make this video because there is going to be a time where gyms do reopen, and I am going to stick to that word because this has to all be over soon. And B, tons of people around the world, different states are opened, different provinces have their gyms open, so I just thought this would be a good video to make because I have gotten a couple questions on just like what should I be doing when I first go back into the gym, what reps, how much intensity should I be adding to my workouts, should I be starting where I ended off, and just all of these little things. So I thought I'd just make a whole video dedicated to answering all these questions, giving some tips, what you should and shouldn't do when we head back to the gym. Also, I just got my hair done, and I just thought I would show you guys because I like it, and normally I like go super vibrant and like purpley and stuff. This is like the first time I think I've dyed my hair, and I haven't done anything too crazy, but I think it looks really good, and I'll leave the Instagram handle of the person that did my hair this time around because she did a really good job and she's just starting out, and girls should be supporting girls, so I'll leave her Instagram on the screen and down below. So yeah, let's get into the video though. Also, if you guys have any other YouTube video ideas you want to see from me, whether it be fitness, lifestyle, whatever, just leave them down below or message me and I will look at them and see what I can do, because honestly I need and I want some video ideas. So if you have any, just drop them down below in a comment and I will check them out. Okay, I decided to move spots, so I'm just sitting now by a fireplace, kind of a little cozy vibe. So also, it's starting to get nice outside, which makes Ari so freaking happy, because seasonal depression is a fucking thing, may I just say. Oh, the lighting, I'm not sure. I'm not vibing with this. I'm not. I don't know what type of lighting I'm feeling. I literally hate this house for filming because there's like no natural light that comes in. So, whatever. Oh my goodness, this freaking bang is just not working with me today. I don't know what, but it's just saying no. Okay, I think we're finally ready to go. Okay, let me pull up my notes because I made a list of notes because I'm passionate about this. I want you guys to learn. I want you to be going back into the gym confident, feeling like you know what you should be doing and not risking any chance of injury. So, first off, I think the first point we should all address, and that we probably all know but are just pushing it off to the side, is once you get back and you get back to the gym after quarantine, after taking a long break, you are not going to be at the same spot you were before. Your muscle mass is going to be decreased. You're just not going to have the same neural adaptations, muscular adaptations, metabolic adaptations. They all are going to be decreased, and that is totally okay. And I think you should, and everyone should be like going to the gym knowing that. If you are heading to the gym thinking you are going to be where you left off, you are going to be emotionally distraught. You're going to get to the gym, set up your deadlift, lifting 350, whatever it is, and not be able to lift it, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna like hit you emotionally. You're gonna be like, why am I not that as strong as I was before? So I think it is very, very important just to realize and go to the gym with the mentality that I am not going to be where I left off, and that that's totally okay. But you can easily build back that muscle. You can build back that strength. It just will take a little bit of time. However, though, that does lead me into one fact, that Most of the strength you probably lost was due to the fact that your body was not performing those movement patterns, which is totally fine. You weren't deadlifting when you're at home unless you had a squat rack, so your body is not used to doing that movement pattern. But as you get back into the gym, your nervous system will get used to finding those motor patterns again, so don't worry. I think a really important thing to note, and that some people do not know, is if you were previously working out before and you were previously lifting heavy and you had good muscle mass and everything, you will gain that muscle mass and strength back quicker now than it took you at the very beginning, because you already have all of your adaptations. It's just now getting back into the gym, reteaching your body those movement patterns and getting all of your adaptations back, which is going to be a lot less time than it did when you very first start working out. So do not worry, everything will come back quick, okay? You just have to do it properly. So with doing it properly comes good form. And now, since we all haven't been working out at the gym, this is a great time to head back into the gym and focus on your form. Focus on the little things that you were doing wrong, but you always pushed aside because you just wanted to see those hypertrophy gains, whatever it was. So head back into the gym with the mentality that you're going to go in, you're going to focus on your form and just fix all those little problems that you had before. And trust me, you'll see a big difference in the long run once you're getting back all of your strength and you're doing all of those compound big exercises and your form is now proper. Because a lot of people are doing tons of compound exercises, tons of big lifts, and not seeing the results because their form is not proper. When you do bad form, you're firing different muscles, you're firing different motor units, you're not focusing on the one thing that you're supposed to be, so of course you're not going to see the gains you want. So it is very important to always be focusing on your form, so take the time now, since you have it, and focus on the proper form. Research what it is, see maybe what feels wrong, look in the mirror, videotape yourself, see what you're doing wrong, and try and fix it. Okay, the third thing is go in with a game plan. Do not go into your workouts just coming up with things off of the top of your head, because if that is the case, you're going to go in with the same mentality as you had before, and that is not going to work out, because if you don't have a game plan starting off right now, you don't know the intensity that you should be working out, and you're just going to assume that you have the exact same strength or endurance that you did before. So make a plan beforehand, go in knowing that you will not be at the same point as you were before, but you have all the little exercises, all the isolation exercises, all the compound exercises that you need in order to be seeing those strength gains come back. My hair was fine before I started this video, and the minute I clicked play, it's now just not working with me, and I don't like it. Okay, I think this is the fifth thing, but we are now going to go into RPMs, which is our run rep max. So when we first get into the gym, we are all going to want to be testing our 1 rep max to see where we are at. It's just, I don't know, that's how I would want. When I go back into the gym, I want to see how much muscle mass I lost. I want to see how much strength I've lost. I want to see where I'm at, because 1 rep max can be a good indicator of your strength that you have. But do not go into the gym to test your 1 rep max the first week or two that you are getting back. There are different ways to test your intensity that you should be working at, and different ways to test what your 1 rep max would be. So I would suggest doing that first, and I will go over how you can predict your 1 rep max in just a little bit. I just think it's very important to know not to go into the gym just to test your 1 rep max when you are first coming back. If you do, it can lead to so many injuries. Your form might not be proper, so now you're working your body into movement patterns that aren't going to be working at all because it's not the proper form. Okay, so start with regression exercises for what it is that you may want to build up to, and then you'll see all the little key points coming together because you're spending time on the form and you didn't just jump onto your 1 rep max. And like I said before, it will not take you long to get your 1 rep max back, because if you were already previously resistance training, you already have those cross bridges developed. So don't worry, just spend a week or two not doing 1 rep maxes so you do not risk any chance of injury. Now, how you can go on to test a 1 rep max without doing a 1 rep max is, there is a chart and I'll insert it on the screen, okay? As you could see, there's 2 columns, one being how much reps you do and one being the percent. So in order to test a 1 rep max without actually doing it, you are going to find a way that is good for yourself. So let's just use this as an example. I am going into the gym and I want to know what my 1 rep max is, but I don't want to test it because I haven't been at the gym in a while and I don't want to risk any injury. So I am going to put 100 pounds on the bar, let's just say for example, and I am going to do squats. Let's say I can do 10 squats for that set with 100 reps. I am going to do that 10, and then once I feel like I can't do any more and I hit 10, I am going to stop. Okay, you are then going to take a 2-minute break. Give your body time to, fuel up and get all the ATP back into your body, okay? And then after the 2-minute break, you're going to add more weight. You want to be adding enough weight so you can normally stop around 6, 7, 8-ish. So I did 10 for 100, so maybe I'll add another 45 pounds. So I'm now at 145. Let's say I hit 7 squats at 145 and I could no longer do any more. Then I would look at the chart and I would see that I did 7 squats, and then you would look at the percent of that 1 rep max. So let me pull up the chart right here to see how much I would if I did 7 squats. So if I got to 7 squats with that weight, I would have then been lifting 83% of my 1 rep max. Okay? Now if you're doing strength training, you always want to kind of be in that like 75 to 90% intensity. But with that, you now know your calculations. So you did 7 reps at 145, let's say. So that's 83% of your 1 rep max. Then you can put it into this calculation that I'll show you, and I'll just add to the screen. And then from there, using that calculation, you will be able to see what your 1 rep max will be without actually having to do your 1 rep max. I hope that made sense. It's kind of a little bit complicated, but once you look at the chart and you just go over it, it will make a lot more sense, okay? So that is a way you can test your 1 rep max without actually having to do your 1 rep max and risk chances of injury. So with that being said, just hold off on the 1 rep maxes. There's tons of different ways you can test it. That's not the only way. There's tons of different ways. You can search them up and go from there. Okay, next point I want to discuss is ease back into cardio, especially if your goal is to gain muscular strength. When you're doing cardio with strength training and muscular training, it kind of cancels each other out. Like cardio is the opposite of strength training. You do cardio if you want to burn fat, you do strength training if you want to gain muscle mass and gain the strength. So if you are trying to gain your muscle back after quarantine or a long break, do moderate cardio, so just easy intensity cardio like maybe the Stairmaster for a couple minutes. Or what I like to do is I like to go onto the treadmill for 10 minutes, and I normally only do 10 minutes because for me my goal is strength gains. So I hop on the cardio, I do 10 minutes of the cardio at a slow pace, so like 4.55, but I increase the incline to about 10 to 12. So it's not very high intensity cardio that I'm doing, but I still am doing cardio. So if you do it this way, it will then help your body to gain back the muscle a lot quicker. Muscle mass also drives your metabolism, so you're going to be burning fat anyways, and your metabolism is going to be working anyways, and it increases it while you're doing like strength training. So you're better off anyways do like a lot of strength training and then hit cardio at the end of your workout. So always lift lots of weights and little cardio if your goal is for strength training. So which I learned because I remember when I first got into the gym, everyone just talks about cardio, everyone raves about cardio, how amazing it is, and so that's what I did. Of course, I went to the gym and I did cardio with a little bit of strength training. But I wasn't seeing any improvement because for me, my goal was strength. So why the hell would I be doing cardio if I'm trying to gain strength? So just give yourself 2 to 4 weeks to gain back that muscle you have lost, and adding cardio, like a lot of high intensity cardio, will just delay that process. Okay, my camera died, so I'm sorry if the quality looks a little bit different. I'm now just recording on my phone. But back to what I was saying before is you just want to watch your intensity, okay? Go back to the gym. Don't start at 100% intensity like you were doing before, which I feel like is obvious. So when you're going back, I would normally tell a client or whoever I'm working with or myself or whatnot. Now, your intensity does kind of depend on what you were doing over your break. Let's say you were someone that wasn't doing absolutely any exercise, which is okay. So you were just going throughout your daily activities, you weren't doing any resistance training, any weight training. I would then probably tell my client to start at about like 50 to 60% of what they were doing before. Now, that doesn't mean 50 to 60% of what your RM is. It's just 50 to 60% of what you were doing before. Now, you can stick with this for about a week or two. It's just to allow all of your adaptations to come back and getting your body used to all the movement patterns that you are now putting it under and the stress you're putting it under. Now, if you are someone that does some resistance training, some light body training, workouts at home, then I would tell yourself to come back doing 60% of what you were previously doing before. So if your intensity was 80% of your 1 rep max, just now do 60% of it. Pretty self-explanatory, but I feel like it's something that is important to address because many of us, like I said at the beginning of the video, are going to want to jump back into training where we started off, and that is just going to derail your training even more. You're going to be overtraining yourself. Your body is going to be hitting a point of exhaustion. Your DOMs are going to be increasing. You're going to have to take more days off, and it's just going to be leading to a downfall in your training rather than just jumping back slowly, coming back into it slowly. Just remembering that you were at that point in one time, so your body still can be there. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and I think it's really important just to not be discouraged right now because everyone is in a state where they are not feeling the strongest, they are not at the strongest, but we are all in this together and we are all lacking strength together, so it is okay. Okay, I have moved once again, and this will be the final move, but lastly, I just want to end off this video by saying no matter where it is that you go back to the gym and no matter where your strength is or your cardio is, that it is okay. We are all in this together. We are all in the same fight right now. Everyone is struggling, and just don't be hard on yourself, okay? I want everyone to know that right now is the time that we have to be gentle with what we are doing. We have to be gentle with our mental state and with our physical state. And I just wanted to point that out. And I just want to say that if anyone is struggling or anyone is going through something, that I am always here to talk. And you guys can always DM me on Instagram. You can always leave a comment, whatever it is, because I get it. I get that right now things are hard. And I get that going back to the gym may be hard, or not even going back to the gym, even maybe going back to work, going back to see someone, or closing everything down again. It's all so hard, and there's nothing that's certain right now. And trust me, in Alberta, the gym's just closed down again, and I am not happy about it, okay? I was finally getting into a routine, and I was finally getting my motivation back to go to the gym, and I was finally like, yes, I can do this, and I was setting routines for myself, and then the gym's closed, and I was like, great. Like, it just feels like it's always one step back, and it's just, it's hard. And I just wanted to point that out, that, if you are struggling or anything, or you need help, or you want someone to talk to, that I am always here for you guys, and I will always do anything. I would always love to talk to you guys because I need someone to talk to as well, and that you are just not alone right now, and the world is a crazy place, but we are going to get through this, and we are going to come out strong, and it is all going to be okay at the end of the day. So, with all that being said, I am going to go hit a home workout now. Try and keep as much strength as I possibly can. However, I still have not gained back all my strength from before the lockdown and then starting it back up, but doing one little workout a day can help. It can help you physically and it can help you mentally. So, if you're feeling down, maybe go try and hit a workout. Maybe go for a run, go for a walk, take your dog for a walk, do whatever it is that's going to make you feel a little bit better at the end of the day. So, I'm going to end off the video here. If you have any questions, anything, let me know. You can leave a comment down below. You can message me on my Instagram. You can do whatever you want, and I'll try and answer. I'll try to talk to whoever it is or whatever question you guys may have. So, I hope you have an amazing day. You're staying safe. Make sure to wear a mask. Do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!